What if I told you in less than 5 minutes, you can detect a hack trying to break into a system? Hey guys, my name is Eric from Battles Technologies. Welcome back to our channel. Alright, if you want to understand how cybersecurity professionals detect suspicious activity in real time, then this video is for you. So in the next few minutes, I will show you a simple but powerful practical demo using Splunk. Alright, so where we will upload real log data, search through it, and actually dictate failed login attempts like a security analyst. Alright, so this is exactly how SIEM tools are used in real world environment. Alright, so if you are learning cybersecurity, data analytics, or you just want hands-on skills, just stay with me, okay? So let's get started. Just like I told you guys, a lot of people have met me and they are asking me, they want to know what cybersecurity professional, they want to know what they actually do, the kind of tool they do, what they do on a daily basis. So that's why that's why I decided to introduce this tool called Splunk, which is one of the two SOC analysts use in real world training, in real world setting, in real world working environment, the kind of tool they use. So today, in our last video, I've showed you guys how to install Splunk, how to download and install Splunk. So in today's video, we'll be diving into our first practical, in Splunk. So I've showed you guys how to do that. So to log into Splunk, you just once you have installed it, just click on just type localhost in your browser. So today we are going to be just like I told you guys. Well, let's log in first. So when you click on enter, as you can see, this is my username and this is my password. So let's click on that. All right. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be detecting failed login attempts. For instance, if your login page was forced by hackers and you got the log, from the log you can be able to tell, you can be able to dictate the malicious activities that happened. So that is one of the works SOC analysts do on daily basis. All right. So which I'll be showing you today. Let me keep this here. Okay, so let's start. So this is your Splunk environment. This is how Splunk will look like. I've showed you guys how to install this powerful tool, but I've not showed you the environment. So this is so I will not be explaining everything now. But we are going to be entering full practical. So just a simple practical so that everybody will understand this. All right, so we are going to be what we are going to be doing today is log monitoring. So we are going to be monitoring a log and to find failed login detection. Okay, so this is perfect because it introduces data ingestion. So I'm going to be teaching you data ingestion today. I'm going to also be teaching you searching. You're going to learn how to search logs and the other thing. So and it also introduces basic security use case. All right, so the first thing to do once you are in this place, what you do is to go to this place. You click on settings. So once you click on settings, you go to data input. If you find yourself in this place, just go to settings again and go to add data. All right, just go to add data. Once you go to add data, so this is where you upload the data you're going to be using. Splunk data onboarding guides are not accessible. Please ensure an internet connection is available to access this. Okay. I believe I have an internet connection here. So from here, we are going to be uploading a log file. So you can actually create one or download a sample log. So you can I think in our next video I'll be showing you where you can be downloading log files, big and large log files you can use to practice and the rest. All right, guys. So for example, um I'm going to be dropping the log file we use in this training in the description of this video. So kindly check the description of this video. You'll be finding a log a log file I use in this training. So to create a log file is either you download it or you create it by yourself. So in today's training, I'm going to be showing you how to create this. So just open your notepad. As you can see, this is my notepad here, and this is the log we use. You can even type it. This you can just type this. So this is the log file we use. Here we have the user, which is this is admin action login, which is the status is successful. And here you have a user, which is John, which is a group a hacker that wanted to log in, action login, which is status said failed. All right. We also have John here who tried to log in and who tried to action login. Okay, John tried to log in 2 times and it failed. Right. So also have admin here, which is the right source. Yeah. Which admin tried to log out here and it was successful, right? So admin tried to log in here and it was successful, and admin tried to log out and it was successful, right? So we have two John here that want to log in, but it failed. So they wanted to brute force our login page. Wow. Okay, so we also have a Jane here who tried to log in, but what it failed. So now we got the log so that we can, dictate these malicious activities. All right. So guys, let's go on. So once you open your notepad here, you post this. I'm going to be dropping it in our description, in the description of this video. So just download it and or you can just copy it, open your notepad, put it there and save it. So once you save it, so I'm going to show you how to put this. So just go to download, just go to look. So when you go to upload, you just select file, right? So you'll be coming here and you click on select. So you say file successfully uploaded. Okay. So what you do is to go to, this is a select source. We have set source type. So you go to next, which is the source type, and here are the logs. All right. You guys, you can see John here successful, and so we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 attempts here. Okay. So we have so you can just go to next. So here you'll be putting the name of this log. So I want to put it as let me write it down. Okay. And just say Vatos tech, let me say underscore brute force. Okay. Brute force. Brute force. Brute force log. So you put the description on here, so you can just put anything. This is a brute force attack. Let me just write it test. So in this custom, you can leave it like this and you can just click on save. So you get to the next one, which is review. So let's go to review now. So you click on review and this is it. So the input type is uploaded file and the file name is Splunk and blah 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 blah. And the source type is Vatos brute force and the rest. The file name is Splunk. This is the name I used to save this and that notepad, all right? That is it here. So this is the name of my computer, the host Shimaroke. That's the name of my computer. So we are now uploading. As you can see, the file has been uploaded successfully. So As you can see, it says start searching. So that's what we do next. Just click on start searching. So when you come to this place, this is where the work starts, bro. Relations. So you come here. So let us clean this place. This is where the work starts. So so the first thing you are going to do here is to let's just search index let's say index equals to main. So let us click on this. So I'm going to find a lot of files, even in this system and the rest of them. So it's going to be many, but we don't want to search this. So this is not what we want to search. So this actually shows all ingested logs in this Splunk. All right, it shows all ingested. When I mean ingested, I mean uploaded, all the logs that is in this system. All right. So we want to filter failed logins. We want to know those who wanted to brute force our computer, who wanted to brute force our login page and the rest. So we are going to filter login and failed logins. Now we are going to run index main status failed. So let's say index main status failed. So this is what we'll be typing, status failed. So click on search. So here is it. So here is it. We have Jane action login failed. So now we just discovered that Jane wanted to log into our system. Jane wanted to force our system. Now we have discovered this lady existing. All right. So we also have John. Sorry, the reason why you have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 first time is because I have uploaded this file before. So that's why I'm showing this. All right. So I think you're going to be getting just three. Just three you're going to be getting, but I'm getting six because I have uploaded this file before in this place and I've done this thing before, right? So um so as you can see, status these guys failed and we discovered all their names, all right? So the next search you're going to be doing is let's count failed attempts by user. We want to count how many people have failed. So let's say index and let's say status failed. Okay. This is status index name. So let's say status equals to failed by user. So this is what you'll be typing here. All right, that's what you'll be typing. So what you want to do here, you want to know now we are analyzing who is failed or who is failing login most. All right, so you want to analyze the user that is failing the login most. So you can see that Jane here failed 2 times and John here failed 4 times. All right, so we now discover that John attempted to log in, attempted brute force attack at Jane. So John attempted it 4 times and Jane attempted it 2 times. That is powerful. That is powerful. All right, guys, the next one we are going to be doing is to detect suspicious activities. All right. So this suspicious activity you're about to dictate, you are going to be filtering it, right? So let's use the next so let's think I have it here already. So here we are what we are doing is that this is we are filtering the users where the user or the where the person that actually force our machine. Let me put it that way, our machine where it is greater than one. So when I run this now, it's going to give us this guy, Jane and John. That means Jane actually brute forced this machine or our network or whatever twice, and John brute forced it four times, right? But what we are filtering here is one. So let me also do two. If I do two, let's see what happens. So we are doing where the count is greater than what? Two now, where the count is greater than two. So we are not going to see Jane because Jane, the count of Jane is actually two, but we are doing where the count is greater than two. So that's why we are only seeing John. So you can actually filter these things. All right. You can actually filter these things. So if I also do where the count is greater than three, so John will still show up. John will still show up. So this is how you can dictate suspicious activity by actually filtering these things. All right. Analyze them. So the last thing you can do with this is you can visualize this. All right. It's very, very important. So you can click on visualization. You can click on visualization, and when you click on visualization, you can choose a chart. So for those who are into data analytics, you can also master Splunk, because Splunk is also a tool for data analytics. So you can choose a chart here. So let's go for this chart. As you can see Jane, you can see John. Just because our log is small, that's why you're seeing this. If you have a very large log, then this visualization can make a more better sense. All right. So Splunk turns raw logs into insights instantly. So as you can see, what Splunk just did now, the Splunk just turned our raw file into an instant, or let me say, into an instant insight. So it's now showing us the insight and visualization. If I hover on this, you will see that Jane tried this two times. As you can see the count. User Jane, the count. How many times did he attempt? And this brute force is two times. When you go to this place, you see John attempted this thing four times. All right, you can see that John, his own bar is longer than Jane. All right, longer than Jane. So this so what this actually demonstrates is that in just few minutes we have showed you log I've showed you log ingestion, right? So I've showed you how to search queries, and I've showed you basic SIEM use cases, and I've showed you data visualization, right? All right, guys, that's how you can use Splunk to monitor logs and detect suspicious logging activities in just few steps. So now imagine applying this same method to real companies' data. So that's exactly what security analysts do every day. So you want to know what they do. This is what they do every day. It's one of the things they do every day. So if you found this helpful, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification bell so you don't miss any more practical tech tutorials. All right. If you want to learn more hands on cybersecurity, data analytics, and real world tech skills, check out our training and Vados technologies. So drop your questions, all right? Drop your questions in the comments, and I will be there to guide you. See you in our next video. Thank you.